Morning to all dear my students. Welcome to our class 7th subject science. I hope you all are safe at home. In the previous part we have started our chapter number 3, properties of natural resources. So in that we have already studied about the properties of air. So anyone can tell me which are the properties of air? So let us recall. It has mass and weight, means air has mass and weight. It has atmospheric pressure. Then what we have seen about the air? We have seen temperature regulation, transmission of sound, scattering of light, am I right? Then humidity or dampness. So we will start today next topic of this same chapter, properties of water. Okay, what we are going to see, properties of water. So let us begin with our topic. So before that, tell me, what are the state in which water is found? Let's recall which are the state. There are 3 states, am I right? Which are they? What are the state in which water is found? Ice means solid, liquid and gaseous state. Okay, so we will see water occurs in a liquid state under ordinary condition, means water occurs in a liquid state in ordinary condition at a ordinary atmospheric temperature. Water is a fluid substance. Normal water is a fluid substance. Water does not have its own shape, but it has a volume. Means if we are in this picture, we can observe that if we are keeping water into the different apparatus, we get a different shape. Means water does not have a particular shape, but it has a volume. It can pass through small hole or seep through a very small gaps or cracks. Means it can be passed through very small holes or small gaps. Okay, so first we will do one activity. You have to try this. What should you have to try this? Take a bucket of water, drop many different kinds of articles in it. Make a separate list of the articles which sink in water and those that floats on the water. So what you have to do, you have to take one bucket of water and you have to drop many kinds of articles, means such as your pencil, sharpener, eraser, then you can use stone, soil. So you have to use many different kinds of article and you just have to drop that into your bucket of water. Understood? Make a separate list of the articles which sink in water and those float on the water. This activity you should do at your home. So what after that, what you have to do? You have to make a separate list of which articles float on the water and which are sink into the water. So let us see. So why, take another one activity to you all. Take some water in a pot and add a few pieces of ice to it. Observe what happens. Means what you have to do, you have to take some water into a pot and take a few pieces of ice and put it into that water. What you will observe? You will observe that ice will be float on that water. So why do we see the ice float on the water? So we will see why ice is floating on that water. Ice is lighter than water, means weight of the ice is lighter than water. When water freezes to form ice, it becomes lighter than original liquid. As I told you, ice is lighter than water. When water freezes, what happens? Its weight decreases as compared to the original liquid water. When water freezes, that is when transformed into the solid state, its volume increases. Okay, what happens when liquid water converts into the solid ice, its volume increases. Whatever the volume of that water is increases, means Therefore, the density of ice is less than that of water. Means whatever volume, whatever the area required to that water is decrease. Therefore, the density of ice is less than that of water. That is why ice is floats on the water. Understood? Water become lighter than the, means ice water become lighter than the liquid water. Due to that, ice floats on the water. Okay. Now, density of water. What we will see? Density of water. It means what? The interrelation between the volume and the mass of the substance. Means whatever area required to substance and its mass, that will be density. The space occupied by a substance is its volume. Means if we are sitting on one chair and whatever area we have occupied, that is the volume. Okay. The store of matter in a substance is its mass. Whatever amount of substance we are taking, that will be its mass. Okay. So we will see about the density in detail. So what is meant by density? Density is equal to mass upon volume. Whichever amount of substance we are taking divided by which amount of volume, whatever area required to that mass, that will be density. Okay. Mass is measured in grams and volume in cubic centimeter. Hence, density is equal to gram per cubic centimeter. Hence, we can say that gram per cubic centimeter is the unit of density. Remember this properly about the density of water. That will be a very important to you all. What is meant by density? It is density means the space occupied by substance, means volume, and the store of matter in a substance is its mass. Density is equal to mass upon volume, and mass is measured in grams and volume is measured in cubic centimeter. Hence, the unit of density is gram per cubic centimeter. Understood? This question will be asked to you all. Okay, that is more important. So next we will see next activity, that is the what we will see. Okay. Usually when the temperature of a substance is lowered, the density increases. Means as the temperature of substance, if we are keeping water into the freezer, as its temperature lowered, as it start freezing, its density increases as the volume decreases. Means what? If we are keeping lot of water into the any bucket or any pot, that volume will be decreases and density increases. But water is an exception to this rule. But water is an exception for this rule. If we are keeping same amount of water, the density will be increases but volume will not be decreases. Okay. Keep a glass of water in the freezer for 5 to 10 minutes. Take it out and observe it carefully. Okay. What should you have to do? You have to take one glass of water and you have to keep that into your freezer, and you have to observe that after 5 to 10 minutes. So what will happen? What you have to observe, from which part in the glass does the water first start freezing? Means what you have to observe, from which part water will start freezing. This activity also you have to do at your home. So what will happen? The water will start freezing from top to the bottom. So you just have to observe this. Next one is the anomalous behavior of water. Anomalous behavior of water. The density of water is peculiar Peculiar means it's a strange. When water at a normal temperature start cooling, its density increases. When water we are keeping for freezing, its density what is happening? It is happening means its density is increases like that of most liquids. However, if it is temperature falls below 4 degrees Celsius, its density start decreasing. Means if we are freezing that water at a 0 degree Celsius, its density will increases, but below 4 degrees Celsius density will start decreases. It is the strange, it is a peculiar. This means that the density of water is a maximum at 4 degrees Celsius. The question will ask to you means the density of water is maximum at dash dash degree Celsius. So answer is 4 degree Celsius. If the temperature of water is lowered below 4 degree Celsius, the density decreases and volume increases. So what will happen? Below 4 degree Celsius density will decrease and whatever volume will be of that water will increases. Understood? If it means that water expands when the temperature fall below 4 degree Celsius. Means whatever density is decreases but volume is increases, means whatever amount of area required, that is going to be expand, that is going to be increase. Understood? This is called the anomalous behavior of water. This is the strange, means this is the imagination or what we can say imaginary part, magic है वो. So density of water is a peculiar, due to that this is known as the anomalous, means different behavior of water. Understood? So now next, here you can observe that at a 0 degree Celsius the density of water is high, but as we see 1 degree Celsius, 2 degree Celsius, 3 degree Celsius, at a 4 degree Celsius the density of water decreases. Understood? Now one activity you have to do. What you have to do? You have to take some salt and cup of glass of water and you have to add that salt into the water. So what you will get? Water salt solution. Am I right? So we will see what is meant as a salt in this activity, what will be the water and what will be that salt solution. Okay. So solute, the substance that dissolve, what we are going to dissolve into the water? Salt. Am I right? So salt will be your solute. So what is meant by solute? The substance that dissolve, that is the solute. Understood about solute? Now next one is solvent. Solvent means what? The substance in which the solute dissolve. It means we are going to dissolve salt into the water. So what will be the water? Water is a solvent. Remember this carefully. This will be very important to you all in a after. Yes, means you have that very important in 8th, 9th and 10th standard. What is meant by solute? The substance that dissolves, it is what we are using in this activity? Salt. So salt is a solute. Solvent means what? The substance in which solute dissolves, means water. We are going to dissolve that salt into the water. So water is a solvent. And solution, what we get when the solute dissolve into the solvent? So whatever we get now, that is solution. Means what we can say, here salt is our solute, glass of water is a, means water is solvent, and whatever mixture we get, that is the solution. Understood about this? So now we will see about the uses of water according to its properties. Okay, what are the uses of water according to its properties? Water is useful for water transport due to its fluidity, means it is a fluid material, so it is useful for water transport, means we get a water by tap system, am I right now? Due to that water can flow, so we can use that in our home. So water is useful for water transport due to its fluidity. Okay, water falling down from height, it is used to generate electricity with the help of generator. We know this, water used to generate electricity. Water is a good coolant and is used in a motor vehicle to control the temperature of the engine. So where water is using, it is used as a good coolant, means any substance which cool any material. So water is a good coolant and is used in a motor vehicles to control the temperature of the engine. Okay, now next one is, many substances are soluble in water, means we can see that sugar, salt, then many other substances are dissolved in water. Water is a universal solvent, that's why water is known as a universal solvent. We have seen this into the class 6th, am I right? So water is a universal solvent. Water is used as a solvent in factories, laboratories, foodstuff, and in various types of biological processes occurring in the body, such as a digestion, excretion, etc. So how the water is useful to us by its property we have seen here. So we will stop here with our properties of water. In the next part we will see, one use has remained. Water is useful for cleaning purposes such as bathing, washing and clothes. So we will stop here. Thank you everyone.